With the firing of Ken Dorsey and the addition of offensive coordinator Joe Brady, the Bills' offense has taken a completely new look in the past season and a half, and no man is more important to that complete overhaul than James Cook, adding another face to the Josh Allen show and taking the pressure off their superstar quarterback. The Bills now run the ball with an aggressive zone run attack, and I'm going to break down exactly how they do it. Hello everyone, this is The Pocket Passer. I'm your host, Randy White. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. I know I am, because we're talking about football, and today I'm going to be breaking down some of James Cook's best plays from this season so far. Let's get into the video. The start of the Patrick Mahomes era also ushered in a new style of offense that prioritized throwing the ball on early downs as opposed to running the ball. 1st and 10 became a passing down, when in years past it was always a running down, as defenses shifted to a one-high safety look concentrated on stopping the run. Now, years later, defenses are shifting to a lighter and faster defensive personnel grouping to prevent the deep shots coming downfield, and that has allowed teams like the Bills to shift to a heavy rushing attack under Joe Brady's influence, concentrating on a zone run scheme that oftentimes brings 6 offensive linemen into the game. Heavy personnel is frequently used, and the Bills run the ball on first down frequently, well over 50%. So far, they've had 46 first down plays, excluding kneel downs. 29 of them have been runs, and 20 of James Cook's 30 carries this season have come on 1st and 10. It is very clear what the Bills want to do: run the rock early, get ahead of the sticks early, and then go ahead and pass on 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6. Get Josh Allen closer to the first down line where he doesn't have to force it downfield, and it's more effective from the takeoff and scramble as well. That is the strategy that the Bills are using, and now we're going to break down some of James Cook's best plays. This is the first play of the season for the Buffalo Bills, clearly going to establish the run here. 2 tight end set. This is 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. They're going to run counter, arguably the most explosive run play there is in terms of its high-end potential. In counter, you're going to get the line flowing one way, showing stretch run or inside run to one side, and then the running back's going to snap back the other way. You're going to get a pulling tackle or guard, in this case tackle, coming around. So let's see this play here. You're going to bring their tight end in motion. Now you're going to get guard, center, guard, flowing right, run action, flowing right, and you're going to get the right tackle pulling up the hole to the left. So watch this get snapped. Everyone takes a step right, center free releases up to the middle linebacker. And you're going to see this right tackle heads across the line. Tight end folds in to block number 7. Right tackle comes in. Doesn't really actually block anyone super effectively here. James Cook has to cut back inside because he actually closes the gap. If this gap is able to widen out just a little bit, James Cook might be able to come through this crease and possibly score a touchdown with 79 blocking number 3. This could be a house call. Instead, still a very good run on 1st and 10. Falls forward, gets a nice chunk. Here's James Cook's biggest run of the season, a 49-yard touchdown run versus the Miami Dolphins. Bills running what I believe is duo. Someone who's a little more knowledgeable in run game concept names, feel free to correct me in the comments, but I do believe that this is duo. Good job by the center for the Bills. First step up with the right foot, walls off the D tackle, does a good job getting leverage, driving him back, and now James Cook, you can see he's taking his read steps right at the tackle, and it forces number 11 for Miami to take a step out to fill the outside gap. This is a massive mistake. As you can see, number 29 already has that gap filled, and they would be gap sound defensively if number 11 had just taken that step into the proper gap, but he reads it incorrectly, fills the wrong gap, and now the triple team on number 90 pushes back into him. He gets walled off completely, and James Cook's outruns the safety, gets to the edge, gets to the house. Right here, probably the Bills' favorite run play, outside zone. You're going to see the vision and patience from Cook, being patient, cutting back, hitting the hole, getting a good chunk They get the motion across. You can see every single lineman stepping left. It's outside zone left. Gonna try and wall off the outside. Cook bouncing around, getting this middle linebacker number 7 to shift outside and lose placement in the gap. And now look at this plant. Just shuffle, shuffle, plant, skip, and then back into the hole, and then back to the outside vertical again for a good gain. Although I wouldn't consider James Cook a premier receiving back, he is still very capable in the receiving game. And this is a great play design by Joe Brady against this man coverage look from the Dolphins. You're going to see they put James Cook in motion, show that it's man coverage. Now they're going to put the receiver in orbit motion. He's falling around. They know it's man coverage for sure. This confirms it. They roll him back. Now they're going to run mesh. Both of these guys going to run across the field, run a pick play on him. He's manned up on James Cook, and they know it now for sure. They're also going to cause some confusion with the way these guys move around, just in case they have to trade off first in, first out. Now just kind of creates a little bit of hesitation as to who goes to who. You're going to see both these receivers, they come in. Now he's going to chop his feet, but the reason it's not a pick play, you're going to see right here as James Cook heads to the sideline. Look, gets here. He doesn't want to run into him. What happens? Oh, gets out of his way. Doesn't actually hit him, so it's not a penalty. Now James Cook's wide open in the flat, and he gets a walk-in touchdown. Great play design. You're going to see from the back end, all this motion exposes what kind of coverage the Dolphins are in. They know it's man coverage. Now they create some confusion with the trade-off, or at least they try to. They set up the screen. Linebacker trips and falls, and it is a big-time touchdown with a great play design. Sometimes the run game doesn't work. The offense ends up behind the sticks. Cardinals in a double mug look, meaning they're bringing their middle linebackers into the A-gap over the center, or in between the center and the guard on each side. 6 down linemen for the Cardinals defense here, showing a heavy blitz. They bring the pressure. They get a free rusher. Josh Allen's got to find somewhere to go. He fakes out the single rusher, then gets back outside, and James Cook wide open. Josh Allen finding a way to make something happen under heavy pressure and flipping it out to his guy for a big gain. This is great. Cardinals able to turn a guy completely loose in the pass rush. Josh gets away with his mobility and agility, uses his vision to find his wide open running back, James Cook, who does a good job getting in Josh Allen's line of sight. The departure of Stefon Diggs left many Bills and NFL fans in general concerned for the future of this team, but I believe they have built a team that is capable of not only withstanding but excelling with the absence of a star wide receiver. They have a heavier reliance on the run game. Their offensive line is now accustomed to this new scheme that Joe Brady's been able to install, not just midway through the season like he was last year when he was hired or promoted to offensive coordinator, but a full offseason to install and rep a new philosophy and a new style of offense. I think this new Bills identity has a potential to reach newer heights and higher heights than any Bills offense prior to it. Josh Allen no longer has to be Superman every single week. This offense is going to be much more balanced and much more capable of going the distance. I am pumped to see what this Bills team has in store, and this was an awesome game. Thank you all so much for watching. Click on the video on my face to see more film breakdowns, and I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.